The ketogenic diet has become a popular weight loss tool for so many people. But just like any other weight loss strategy, there can be a right way and a wrong way to do the ketogenic diet. While there are many benefits to the ketogenic diet, it does have some limitations. Some people come to the ketogenic diet and reach plateaus with their weight loss fairly quickly, while others try the ketogenic diet and don't make progress towards their goals at all. In this video, I'll discuss the right way to do the ketogenic diet in order to help you feel better, keep your energy levels up, and reach and sustain your weight loss and body composition goals long term. But first things first, my name is Jordan, and it's my goal to help you optimize your body composition and energy levels using both the ketogenic and carnivore diets. So if looking better, feeling better, and an overall healthy lifestyle are things you're after, please consider subscribing down below and turn on notifications so you're notified every time I'm bringing more value-based content to you. Now, let's get into the content. Okay, a brief background before we dive into the right way to do the ketogenic diet is I've been using the ketogenic and carnivore diets for a little over 3.5 years now. I happened by chance to stumble along the ketogenic diet, again, before it was really even popularized, as a way to help reduce inflammation. I was becoming hypertensive. Secret time, I have a sweet tooth. And my anxiety was starting to get the better of me. I was able to use the ketogenic diet to alleviate all of those issues. It really helped me kick my sugar craving. My desire for processed foods has gone almost completely out the window. I indulge from time to time. And it taught me how to eat whole foods, focus on healthy fats, make animal foods the base of my nutrition. And I also ended up losing about 20 pounds as well in the first handful of months. And I want to discuss some of the things that I've implemented in my ketogenic diet and carnivore diets to help me stay lean, feeling good, feeling energized year round. So this is how you do the ketogenic diet the right way to help you reach and sustain your goal weight for the foreseeable future. First, and likely the most impactful thing you can do, is focus on single ingredient whole foods. Whether you're animal-based keto, plant-based keto, an omnivore like most people have been forever, the most impactful thing you will do for your health is to focus on single ingredient whole foods. The less processed, the better. Sure, things like butter and coconut oil have their place and are not even really what we think of when we think of processed foods. The less processed, the better off you'll be. So when at the grocery store, focus primarily on the meat and produce departments as your primary sources of calories, and you will be just fine. Piggybacking off of that into the next item is to avoid processed junk foods recreated in keto form. So these keto brownies, cakes, cookies, ice cream, and so on. These are still highly processed, energy-dense foods, thus making them easy to overeat. There's no way around the fact that if you overeat energy, your body will start to store it, even if you're low carb or ketogenic. Having said that, as you progress through your ketogenic diet and learn how your body reacts to certain types of foods, you can likely start implementing these things on a one-off treat type basis. If you wanted to have a ketogenic dessert every once in a while, in the long run, it likely won't slow your progress too much. But if you're reliant on these foods for calories day after day, meal after meal, they are likely going to wreak havoc both on your digestive system because they're processed, fibrous foods, as well as the fact that they are extremely energy dense. And if you're not burning off that energy, you will start to store it. So do yourself a favor. Like I said, thing number one, focus primarily on single ingredient whole foods. Next thing, short and sweet, think of what you can have versus what you can't have. Again, the ketogenic diet is fairly popular at this point. There's plenty of recipes on things like, you can Google it, get on YouTube, go on Pinterest, and find wide varieties of ketogenic sample meals that you can likely recreate. But if you're like me and simple, I stick to meat and vegetables from time to time, and that seems to do me just fine. So you can make it as easy or as exotic as you would like or anywhere in between, and there's a way of eating the ketogenic diet that is right for you. All the foods and all the recipes that are out there to make this work. So again, if you need variety, look up recipes to make this a little bit easier on yourself, and you're not going into it blindly that way. Likely the next most impactful thing you can do for yourself to sustain or exceed and maintain your weight loss goals long term is to work in exercise into your daily habits, into your daily routine. So if you don't exercise now, start doing some light exercise. If you already do some exercise, try ramping it up a little bit. If you just do some walking, brisk walking, cardio now, add weightlifting a couple days a week into that. Lean mass, aka muscle, is the biggest driver of basal metabolic rate, your resting metabolic rate. So the calories you're burning at rest are primarily dictated by things like lean body tissue. And the more you have of it, the easier it is for your body to burn calories throughout the day, thus making weight loss long term much more sustainable and easier. Next, and as I would recommend to anybody trying a new eating pattern, track your macros in the beginning, probably for the first 3 to 4 months. I say this because people tend to have a skewed reality when it comes to what a serving size really is. The plates keep getting bigger, the plates and bowls keep getting bigger, the serving sizes stay small. So we tend to fill our plates and bowls with things that we think might be a serving size because we only ate a serving of it, but really it's 3 or 4 serving sizes of a particular food. I say to do this because it's important for you to reacclimate your brain with what a portion, a serving size of food looks like. Again, if you're eating single ingredient whole foods, this is not as important, but you also want to track your macros so you make sure you're eating in a way that is keeping insulin low and allowing your body to burn stored fat. So track your macros, aim for about 70 to 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and 5% carbs in the beginning. Hey, if you're getting value so far, can you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new? Let's keep going. Okay, next thing to talk about is electrolytes. Get your electrolytes in. I can't stress how important this is for maintaining your energy levels long term on the ketogenic diet. Now, if you're eating the ketogenic diet with animal foods as the base, as well as a mix of cruciferous vegetables and fruits, low sugar fruits like avocado, cucumber, and some berries, you're likely getting plenty of potassium, magnesium, iodine, and selenium. But what you'll be missing is sodium. But we've been brainwashed to think we don't need sodium or should not be eating high amounts of sodium. And if you're exercising and sweating almost daily, you're losing electrolytes even faster than you likely ever have before. So salt your food to taste in the beginning. However, after a month or so, if you're really feeling lethargic and you're getting adequate calories and fat, you likely need to up your salt intake quite a bit. I use Redmond's Real Salt. I'm a huge fan. There really is no better tasting salt than Redmond's Real Salt. There's a link in my description down below if you want to try them out and haven't yet. And lastly, and I don't know where this will rank in terms of importance, but to me it is the crux of everything I try to preach about to the ketogenic community. I don't really have this issue in the carnivore world too often, but that is to prioritize protein. The truth is, Americans as an average get between 10 to 14% of their calories from protein. What does this mean? This means you have 86 to 90% of your calories coming from a combination of energy sources, both fats and carbs, making it extremely easy to overeat energy in the search of adequate protein for the body. I really think it's important to get at least 25% of your calories from protein. This leaves less room for overeating energy. So what will that look like? If you're having 2,000 calories a day, you need to shoot for 125 grams of protein minimum. And if you're physically active and lifting weights, you should likely aim for at least 1 gram per pound of body weight, if not slightly higher, or make sure you're getting at least 30% of your calories from protein. Protein should also be the only macronutrient goal you have throughout the day. Fats can be quote unquote a lever So you can either burn fat from your plate or fat from your body. The body won't do that simultaneously, generally speaking. So when you feel like you need more energy or you're getting closer to your body composition goals, you can start having some more fat. But to burn more stored body fat, you should be feeding yourself less dietary energy. And my last video, put a link to it in my description down below, I talked about how the ketogenic diet, while it is associated with a specific macronutrient content, you do not need to eat a high-fat diet to achieve ketosis. And again, if you're wondering why, go check out the video. So again, don't be afraid of protein. It's very likely that for most of us, unless you're dousing your food in oils or melted butter, that every time we eat, we're knocked out of ketosis temporarily anyways. And protein is nothing to fear because of that. You need adequate protein for the body to function properly. So follow these tips and you'll be making awesome progress towards your body composition goals in no time. As always, check the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Give the video a thumbs up if you got any value out of this content. And until the next time, keep up the good work and let's get healthy together.